Hey guys, you're watching That Tattoo Chick. Kind of what I wanted to talk about today was heaven and hell, God and the devil, good and evil. And I kind of want to just present where I stand on it. And I want to start off by saying that I personally do not believe in ultimate good or ultimate evil. So I don't believe in a God that is pure good, and I don't believe in a Satan that is pure evil. Um, I don't I don't believe in good and evil because it's not it just doesn't happen in nature. Things aren't inherently good or inherently evil. Um, they just are what they are. An animal, a predator doesn't kill because it likes to. A predator kills because it has to. Um, you know, uh, it has to survive. And you cannot fault a living being for that. Um, because that's the way it was created. That's the way that it is. That doesn't make the animal evil. And in fact, it performs a very necessary service. Um, Animals that feed on the dead, kind of gross, but it's not evil. You can't fault a creature for doing what it was created to do, because it was created to serve a purpose. Now, I say created because I do, in fact, believe in, deity. I do believe in deity. I see deity as manifest in everything. I think of deity as energy, and there's opposite charges, and energy has opposite charges. So, I kind of see it that way as a positive charge being God and a negative charge being goddess. And, like, and since I believe that God is energy, then of course God would be omniscient and omnipresent and omnipotent. Of course deity would know all and see all, and because it is all. It is everything. And I don't just mean everything to me. To me, I see God in everything. And I'm a dedicant of Artemis, but that's like an archetype. That's my way to connect. Because it's not just the earth, it's the universe, it's the stars, it's the planets, it's what's beyond the universe is God. It's the ant on the ant, the ant hill, and it's the bear that comes down and drags the trash out of my trash can. It's the logs that make up my cabin, it's my truck, it's everything. So I don't believe in good or evil. I think those are purely human constructs. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't bad people in the world, because there are. And there are some people who actively strive to be strive to be evil. There are people out there that just, they want to be evil. I don't understand it. Not even gonna try. Personally, I think they're idiots, but, that's just me. And I strive to live in a balance. I don't try to be perfect. And I don't, at the same time, I don't go out of my way to do bad things to people. I just try to maintain a balance and try to do what's best in my life. I try to help people when I can, but not to the point where I damage myself. There is negative in both ends of that spectrum. People who are too good, people who are too good get hurt. It's bad for them, and they can lose, if you constantly are giving the shirt off your back, eventually you run out of shirts, and if you're down to giving your last shirt, then you probably don't have any money, right? You can give too much. You can be too good. And I know some of you are going to disagree with me, but, there's a balance, and I just try to live in balance. I don't think of, good and evil. I don't even believe it really exists. I think if it does exist, it's within the mind of the individual, It's the person who deliberately hurts people because they get a kick out of it. And I don't think that anyone really genuinely gets a kick out of hurting somebody else. I think they, like I said, some people who try to be, they try to be evil. I think they kind of brainwash themselves into thinking they like it, and but that's just my opinion. I'm not saying there aren't bad people in the world, because there most definitely are. But if you want to know where I stand on heaven and hell, that's kind of where that comes in. Those people choose to live in hell. I don't believe in heaven and hell as places that I will go after I die. I think it's something I create every day that I'm alive. I can choose to live in heaven, or I can choose to live in hell. I can choose to be happy, or I can choose to be this miserable person. They say misery enjoys company, but so does joy. People who are miserable want to share their misery, and people who are happy want to share their happiness. So you choose, you create heaven and hell every single day you're alive with the actions that you perform, the decisions you make, the choices you make. That's how I see heaven or hell. And those people who just deliberately try, actively, it just seems like they are actively trying to be bad people, like they can't, like it's so hard just to fucking straighten up. Like, really? Or it's so hard to be happy, and yeah, you have to work to be happy. You have to work at it. But I got news for you. You have to work at being miserable too. It is a choice, and that's just how I feel about it. I don't believe in good and evil. I don't believe in heaven and hell as places. But I do believe in heaven and hell as states of mind. I don't believe in an ultimate good or an ultimate evil. I just think things are, and every day you decide to be a good person or not. That's just how I feel about it. And, if God, if you want to ask me where God is, it's all around, and it's in the moment. It's in the stars, it's in the dirt, it's in my neighbors over there who are getting ready to leave and their dog, it's here now. It's not some distant far off thing that's looking down at me and judging everything that I do, kind of like a Santa Claus tallying what I've done good and what I've done bad. I don't believe that's it. I believe that if you try to live in balance, and if you try to live a good balanced life and create heaven for yourself and create joy for yourself, then you will create heaven and joy for others. And, that's how I feel about it. That's kind of a rant, I know. And I'm sorry for ranting at you guys, but, I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. And my opinions and my beliefs. I know I'm kind of weird. I'm a lot different than other pagans, I think. But I just see God and Goddess as manifest in the universe, as manifest in everything. It's just, to me, it's different charges, different, Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Energy is inherent in everything. Energy is constantly changing. Why wouldn't I see energy as God? Why wouldn't I? It makes sense to me. To me, it makes sense to me. That's just my opinion. But yeah. Alright, well, I'm done rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Merry meet, merry part until we merry meet again. Blessed be.